And so if you can't tell, if we haven't met, this is not how I typically show up to CEO or any Zoom. I take that back. I show up on any coach Zooms like this all the time, just not typically with Coach Explorers and things like that. But this worked out perfectly. And because I'm going to talk to you about releasing perfectionism and just releasing perfection and building this business messy. And really, let me ask you a question. How many of you have ever not attended a social engagement because you didn't feel like you had the right outfit, you didn't feel like you were at your right weight, like maybe you like did not attend something because you didn't feel like you had it together enough, right? How many of you have refused letting people into your home, hosting someone, having someone over for dinner because you didn't feel like your home was ready, your home was good enough, right? So this is what us women do. I don't know why we do this to ourselves, but we assume that we've got to have it all together to do the things. And that same thing carries over into our business quite often. So I think once we recognize it, there's this phrase, what's revealed is healed. So once we recognize it and we're aware of it, we can navigate through it. And I have challenged my own perfectionism for decades, but especially for the last 5.5 years building this business. I would go, well, why can't I schedule that tip call? Because I'll be in the car with my kids. Can't I just ask my kids to be quiet? If they made a noise, couldn't I still do the tip call? Like, why won't I schedule the Coach Explore or the meet and greet or whatever it is during this period of time? Because it might not be perfect and it might require a little bit of navigating, but like, why can't I do that? And then today honestly, I needed extra sleep this morning. I woke up, I usually get up at 5. And I woke up this morning and my body was like, you need more sleep, because my cats and my kids honestly stole about an hour of sleep in the middle of the night for me. Okay, let's just leave it there. So anyway, so I said, I listened to my body. I gave my body an extra hour or so of sleep, but I got up and I had goals. So I still went on my run. And you know what? I wanted time with my kids before this Zoom, and I had things to print and things to do for homeschool. And I was like, I don't have time to do it all, but I need a shower. And I was like, do I really need a shower? I mean, honestly, like, no one's going to smell me. And this is CEO. Maybe they'll actually appreciate that we don't always have it together. The only thing I did was cover up a blemish with some concealer. Like, literally, that's all I did. Threw on a hat, right? So I'm still here, and I'm still showing up. And I hope that you're still able to take some value from this. And can I just let you in on something really funny really quickly? I typically would not even do this Zoom. You can see my essential oils going with this stuff on the counter. Can we just talk about perfection? Like, I'd be like, oh God, frantically cleaning the stuff off of the counter and like a home stager. Like, why does it matter? Those details do not matter, ladies. No one cares if you have on earrings or the right shade of lipstick for your Zoom. I wish I looked as good as Keisha and Karen and Casey. My gosh, they look so good. But that's not me today, and that's okay. And that's not really me in this season. And every season requires different flexibility. And one thing I have learned about this business, and not only coaching myself, because by the way, if you don't know, the first person you have to lead is yourself. The first person you have to coach is yourself. And I didn't call Karen and go, Karen, can I show up on CEO? And I was like, I'm a CEO. I hope Karen trusts me. And if she doesn't, she'll be like, Weslynn, next time. I'm just kidding. But, I coached myself through it. I said, why can't you do that? Why can't you just show up the way you are? Like, who said you have to have a full face of makeup on or whatever? And so I challenge myself. But, one thing I've noticed is that us ladies like to throw the baby out with the bathwater sometimes. And can I tell you can build this business messy. Now, just so you know, I do think there is something for showing up professionally and having your stuff together. But sometimes even emotionally, like Casey said, we just got to show up how we are. And how many of you receive from Casey, like right in her moment of like raw emotion, like you go, oh, I feel that. I've been there before. Some of my best moments as a coach have been when I felt like I had nothing to give and I showed up anyway. And it was so pure because I didn't feel like I was operating in my own strength, but in his. And so I just want to empower you today that there are so many, start challenging the boxes that you have put yourself in on how you show up for your business, how you show up for your clients, how you show up for your business building activities. Keep the main thing the main thing. Prioritize your family, yes. Prioritize your own self-care and your own health, yes. But also figure out how you can let go of some of the rules, restrictions, and limitations you've put on yourself. And you will have a lot more fun building this business, and you will actually find a lot more freedom. And guess what? Others will be majorly attracted to that. So hope this helps you all. Love you, ladies.